in aviation. A viral video has captured the moment a passenger was forcibly dragged from an Enugu Air flight. The incident took place at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport in Enugu. The passenger was allegedly removed from the aircraft over his refusal to comply with aviation protocol, specifically a directive to switch off his mobile phone. Well, according to reports from a social media user who was on the flight, the man repeatedly ignored requests from the pilot in command, which led to airport security having to intervene and forcibly remove him. Well, let's take a look.
I think he was
All right, Dr. Abati, this passenger is yet to be identified. You say they are calling it Kwam 3. But you know, in that video, I understand Igbo. He was saying in that video, Hapmakanuku. It means, leave me alone. Leave my waist. Don't touch leave my waist. Did I steal? And which is quite the question. Why did they have to drag him out just because they asked him to turn off his phone? Is he a terrorist? Did I steal? And that was what he was saying. But you know that this whole incident at the end of the day has brought up that conversation about what it is that the Nigerian aviation has put to law, which is you have to make sure that you switch off your phone and that the airplane mode is insufficient. Dr. Abati.
Okay, well, people are saying this is Kwam 3.
Yes.
But this is not quite Kwam 3. This should probably be Comfortemancy 2.
Comfortemancy 2, yes.
Okay,
but you know they were saying Kwam 2
for sure.
Comfort. So that's why they say Kwam 3.
No, but the circumstances
right.
are quite different.
Yes.
In the case of Kwam 1, he was carrying a flask containing whatever substance, and they wanted to board, and it was denied. In the case of Comfortemancy, it had to do with switch off your phone, don't switch off your phone. And in this particular man's case, whose identity has not been disclosed, it also had to do with the phone. You will recall that after those 3 incidents, whatever label anyone chooses to give them, it's about disruption of operations, flight operations, and the relationship between the airlines and passengers. Now, the aviation authorities, Ministry of Aviation, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, they came together and addressed the issue of use of phones. And they said, look, most of the aircraft we have in Nigeria, they are not aircraft where you use airplane mode. That it is better for the safety of everybody to switch off the phone during the duration of the flight. Now, this is about safety, which is a primal consideration in air travel. Now, NCAA, having made that statement, I think it's most unfortunate to find that the problem will persist. The Ministry of Aviation said they will have, a meeting, a retreat, where they will address all the issues and involve all the stakeholders. Maybe that has not happened. Maybe the investigations have not been concluded, and hence we have this repeat. My concern is this, about the average Nigerian. Many Nigerians are hard of hearing. They are unruly. They are stubborn. Indiscipline is woven into the fabric of their DNA, whether they are politicians or they are ordinary people. And this is why we must insist that the law must be enforced. I would have loved to see a situation whereby persons who violated aviation regulations, they are immediately arrested and they are submitted to the full weight of the law. Maybe when they make an example of 2-3 people who are stubborn, who will be challenging the pilot and challenging the security officials and be saying that they are, do you know who I am? The biggest problem in Nigeria, maybe Nigerians will begin to listen. 2, now persons who misbehave, there must also be a protocol in place about how to deal with them. The other day, they were exposing the nakedness of Miss Comfort Emerson, which had its catalytic effect in terms of the sensibility of Nigerian men who saw that as an advantage. Now, in this case, they were pulling this man's waist. And you were saying, Anu Kwakaka.
No, he didn't say Anu. Hapumakanuku. It means leave my waist. Don't touch my waist. That's what I said. Don't touch my waist.
What are they looking for around his waist? Because his waist is also close to a very, very vital area.
We call it vital asset.
So, what is wrong? What is wrong with this airport security officials?
I don't get it.
So, we should be serious in this country.
This is it.
We enforce the law.
Yes.
We educate the people. When we investigate, we get to listen to the outcomes. And all the people who are involved should be sanctioned appropriately.
All right.
So that we can have a country run on the basis of the rule of law.
All right.
And people will stop attacking people's chests and people's waists.
Well said, Dr. Abati. Well said.